Welcome to the late qualifying for the Hungarian Grand Prix, and we've got Yuki Tsunoda, Brute Force and the Crisis SL all with a 10% stat boost. Now, start of the Community Championship as well, Team Alfa Romeo, hence the livery that we've got as well. So hopefully you're all Alfa, and fingers crossed you're all going to score some big reputation points at the weekend. So, with it being late, let's get straight into it and let's smash it. What have we got to come? 4 tracks: Hungary, Belgium, Baku and Hungary again. And hopefully we can kick off with some good points. So welcome to all new subscribers and Alfa Romeo players. You're going to see AZWF1 potentially in action for the first time. We've got Hungary, dry qualifying, 60% chance of rain. We're on the back foot in qualifying. Will it be a wet race though? And the answer is potentially. So we're going to go frost when I find it. And I'm going to do frost on both. Really depends when this rain comes in. I'm going to do softs for both. And hopefully it's within about 3 minutes, 5. So we've got a full dry race here. But can we get off to the good start? Tsunoda gets a perfect start. And here comes Tsunoda and Hamilton straight through the pack. And that is a very good start. P8 and P15 as Tsunoda now works his way up to P6. And can he get the McLaren of Lando Norris? Pushing him along. Not quite. Going to settle for 6. Hamilton just didn't make any room at all. And we have to settle down in P15. But Tsunoda, man on a mission at the moment. And down the straight we come. We'll see us start to conserve a little bit as well. Rival push him. Won't be doing 4 laps. So we will lose a few positions. As Tsunoda, you can see, getting overtook by Ocon. We didn't take Tsunoda off conserve. That is why we've gone backwards. Hamilton, right there. We'll be bang on the tyres though, so we'll be a lot faster at the end of this race as we get through into P6. Hamilton's right on the cusp of that 50%. So we're not going to try and push him too much at the moment. We're going to wait for the pit stops to really take effect as we held up Piastri. We're coming back at Ocon now. It's the McLaren ahead, which is holding everyone up of Lando Norris. Remember, we don't want to push too much. We've got a little bit of pushing that we can do, and we're straight through already. So, lovely move. Mediums for Tsunoda. Hamilton's right, probably going to run out by a couple of percent, but we should be able to get away with it just as he comes round. And Tsunoda getting a bit stuck there. We'll just hold up Hamilton, see if he can just not lose too much ground. But we're really getting held up, but we're through past Perez into P4. And you can see that 0% just runs out. Hamilton, we pushed a little bit too hard at the start. Going to run out of tyres. But it's not going to cost us 1 position. And Tsunoda comes back out. P13 now. He needs to put the charge on. Very painful stop for Hamilton. P24. We're going to push him a little bit as well. As you can see now, Tsunoda coming through the pack. Can we get him a few more positions as well? Hamilton's got a lot of ground to make up at the moment. You can see Tsunoda just coming through now. Behind Ocon. And you can see Hamilton really struggling. Just not being at the races today at all. But we do get up to P21. So, very painful experience for Hamilton. We're just going to hold fire. Let's push Tsunoda again because there's going to be a few pit stops most likely. And look at this chaos. We're just stuck behind cars. As Tsunoda comes through. Let's see if we can now get a move done. Any more moves? 2 around the outside there. So back a few more positions now. And we do move up to P number 13 at the moment. That hard tyre is going to hold us up. Can we push past the rival? Finally we can, up to P12. Can we catch anyone else? Probably not. P4 is looking all that we've pretty much got. We're going to push though, see if we can gain anything. What about Hamilton though? He had that bad start in the end. We push him down, see if we can get this Mercedes. But it's not going to be looking like an absolute amazing start, but it is for Tsunoda. And we're trying to catch Russell and we just can't do it by the look of it. Right behind him now. We're going to push him one last attempt. Not going to happen. Too much traffic. Oh, we do get him last corner. P4 Tsunoda, brilliant start for him. Hamilton only 14 points and we do have to take 35 points to start the week's qualifying. Race 2 then from Belgium. 100% chance of rain. And we know all the AI do a 3 laps pit stop. So they do a 1 stop and a 3 lap and pit. So we need to avoid that. Decent matchup. So 16th and 18th. And now we need to have a look at the boosts that we're going to use. So I'm going to try tuning on both. Reason being, quick pit stop. We kind of need it. We're going to be doing a 1-3-2 and a 2-2-2 with the drivers. We're not going to be pitting on that lap 3 whatsoever. So can we get a good start? Perfect for Tsunoda. And he makes some solid ground up straight away. And he's in to P number 9 by the look of it. Hamilton stuck on the outside. Absolute chaos. But finally gets away. P16. So not a bad start. Hamilton struggling again. That's not we didn't want that to happen. We wanted him to come through the pack. He's usually got a good race start as we settle down into this race. It'll be Hamilton doing the 1-3-2 because he's just so far at the back, and a 2-2-2 for Yuki. Can we get past Ocon? He's holding us up a little bit here. And yes, we can. Nice move. And I forgot to pit Hamilton, so we're going to be doing a 2-2-2 with him as well. Rough start to this GP. So you're now going to see the 2-2-2 in effect for both drivers in Spa. We're going to be coming in and we're not going to take a service. Oh no, we will, because then we won't do it the next time round. So wets go on. We're going to push now Tsunoda just to create the gap. And he's away. Main thing is he doesn't lose too many places. He's going to lose a few, but we don't want him to get absolutely chock-a-block as Hamilton comes in as well. No double stacking here. So if we can get him in some reasonable air like that, we should be okay. And Hamilton being so far back comes out at the back anyway. So we'll let him go the top of Eau Rouge and then we'll cut down. So we're really going to just earn some power unit back up because we can't really overtake these too much. We're going to do the overtaking in the pits. See, Hamilton's good on that power unit as we enter the back section. And then we'll start to push now Tsunoda. Hamilton will start to push, and you can see now, if Tsunoda can get ahead of Leclerc, he can. Big move. Hamilton, look, everybody's in. Comes round. P10 at the moment. We're going to carry on. See if we can just get any more pit stops while they're out. Here comes Hamilton trying to get past Alonso. Tsunoda's up to P3. So it's all about trying to jump the field and make as many points as possible here. Can Hamilton get Sainz? Looking at the back of the red Ferrari. And he's going to have to keep holding and looking at it because he's not going to get through at all. As Yuki's in. So you can see the undercut working a treat here. We're coming in for our last pit stop, and Yuki is coming out P6. So great effort from him. And what about Hamilton? P14 by the look of it, with some good power unit left as well. So this is looking okay for now. We can see the cars ahead. We're just going to hold fire. You can see the tyre management's absolutely fine for all these AI. So we are just going to earn power unit. We're going to push Hamilton a little bit, bring him closer, and then cut down in this section. And we'll hit the last corner hard, bring him closer again. We'll hit the first corner hard as well. You can see we're past Stroll, right behind Gasly. We can push Tsunoda from there. And we can push Hamilton now all the way to the end. So can we get better than P6 and P13? Well, there you go. Hamilton into P12. The 222 working absolutely lovely so far. And down the straight we go. Any more places or breakdowns? I don't think so for Tsunoda. He comes home to P6. Hamilton's pushing hard to get Russell. Can't get it done, but we'll take that. P6 and P12, and we'll take 32 points at Belgium. So we move to a track that's a little bit easier, and that is Baku. And it's got a chance of rain, just a very small percentage. We've got another bad matchup with team score, so we're going to start on the back foot compared to our opponent. Just pushes us back a little bit. And we've got no rain expected during this race. So we're going to do copper and copper. Tsunoda's going to go softs. Hamilton's going to go mediums. We're going to be doing the 2-2-3 and the 3-2-2. Let's see what we can do though. We're going to boost off the start. Perfect start for Tsunoda. That race start coming in handy, but he got absolutely bogged down around the outside. And doesn't make as far advance as I thought he would. He's up to P15. More overtaking required through this key section here. Brilliant places to overtake all the time. And you can see already up to P13. We've got the Alpine that we've passed. And we've already passed Kevin Magnussen as well. So up to P11. 11th and 15th. We're going to boost through this section. Get past the Aston Martin. And we're not going to get any higher. So we're going to cut down now and start earning that PU back. We've got the rival pushing, you can see. We're behind some more cars here. We're going to try and get through this key section again. Told you it's the best place to overtake. And we're going to start to push and you'll see why. Can we get past the Ferrari? We can. Nice work. Hamilton trying to follow suit. Doesn't get the Red Bull. Pit time though. We're going to pit with Tsunoda as we just get past George Russell. And into the pits he'll come. Start doing that 2-2-3 as Hamilton saves some power unit. Holds on to the position nicely. He's got Sainz just ahead. And Tsunoda is back out. And we're going to try initially and just get past Stroll. We can do that nice and easy. And Sargent. And we can get Albon using a bit too much more power unit than I like, but we've got 3-4 cars now. So some good moves there. And we've got Hamilton now coming into the pits to do this 3-2-2. So in he comes. Tsunoda down the straight. Power unit time again. Conserve that power unit. We're going to get attacked, but that's fine. And you can see, past Bottas. Oh, nearly past Bottas we go. And we're back out. We'll push again though. Can we get Charles Leclerc? Yes, we can. P5. We'll be coming back in for mediums. So we're going to push and really try and close that gap to the rest of the field. Hamilton flying past now. Hard tyres. Got to get past Tsunoda's hards. Otherwise, we'll get held up too much. And there's a move done. Can we get the Williams as well? Not quite. So we'll cut back down. Move back up to medium power unit. And already, Tsunoda out the pits. No more pit stops into P10. We'll push Hamilton here. This main section again. Lovely place for overtaking. And you'll be coming into the pits at the end of this lap. The more we push now, the less we've got to get back past further on. Should be able to get Ocon as well, and we do. Cutting back down then for Hamilton. Remember, he was at the back very early on. And in he'll come. Tsunoda looking good. He's going to move up a few more positions. We're going to probably concede the place to the Red Bull. Not yet, we're not though. Problem with Hamilton, he hasn't got a lot. Oh wow, and we get absolutely sandwiched there as well. For good measure. So I'm going to wait a lap here. We're not looking that good anymore with Hamilton, clearly. Can we get any more positions? Usually it's a good track to earn some points, but not today. So it looks like anyway. And now Tsunoda can carry on through. So Hamilton comes down. And we'll push Tsunoda. P7. We'll push Hamilton as well. Up to P15. We'll now push him as well through this middle section. This is the key. Tsunoda P5. Hamilton into P14. And it's been a rough race for Hamilton. Quite a few rough races, in fact. But Tsunoda's going to come home way ahead, P5. Brilliant run for him. And Lewis Hamilton is going to come home what looks to be P13. Just struggling with Lewis Hamilton so far. Not wanting to play ball. But we have to take what we get. And it's a very lowly 32 points. The final race then back at Hungary. 0% chance of rain. Bit of learning from the first one. So Tsunoda can do the 4-4 quite easily. Hamilton not so much. So we're going to look at probably doing a 5-3 with Hamilton. We're going to do a 4-4 with Tsunoda still. So he'll still go on to the Frost, both of them. And we're going to try and do a 5-3 Hamilton and a 4-4 Tsunoda. But it all depends on the first corner, because if we get stuck, then it's going to be pretty hard to come back. And Tsunoda gets a good start again, perfect race start. And he's going to bound his way through. Hamilton gets stuck, and we're in the same position as we were last race, P15. As Tsunoda loses a couple of positions. Can he get one back? He can. He gets George Russell. Hamilton P13. That's a bit better from him. We're going to push Tsunoda. See if we can just get the Alpine. We can't get the Alpine. That's not good. So we cut down the straight as always. Look after the power unit and the tyres. We might lose the odd places, but it's going to benefit us later on. And now let's have a look around us. A lot of hards, mediums, not a lot of softs, so not a lot of pit stops at lap number 3. We've got George Russell ahead of us again, with Lewis Hamilton behind. Still looking okay, and we've got a safety car. No point me pitting, because I'm not going to be able to do... I could do 6 laps, but it's going to be very slow. So I'm going to keep out. It would have been a rash decision. I could have probably gone hards, but it's only 1 lap. If the safety car would go round again, probably would do it. It would have meant a very strong 6 lap. Next lap, we'll probably still pit with Tsunoda and probably go on to the mediums. We're going to have a lot of power unit left on this stint. I might also do the same with Lewis Hamilton, because there's not a lot of softs ahead. There's only 2. So if I can get in got a big chance. We're going to move up to medium. We're going to go racing again in Hungary. And next lap, we shall pit. God, we don't want to stack them too much though. So I'm actually going to push now with Tsunoda just a bit more than I would with Hamilton. So through into P8 we go. Medium tyres. I'm going to pit Hamilton early as well. I just think everyone else is going to go an extra lap here. We've got a big chance of undercutting the majority of them, as we've got Norris there. So we come in the pits with Tsunoda. Come in the pits with Hamilton as well, very slowly. Helps with the double stack though, because we're already coming out. And we're coming out P14, P15. Now Hamilton, just doesn't get ahead of Hulkenberg. Can we boost past now though? We're going to keep boosting. We can get him, so it's a crucial lap now. We're going to use all that power unit, see if we can get the undercut. As Tsunoda has got Tsunoda in front of him. And he's through. Good work there. Here comes the pit stops. We'll cut down Tsunoda. He moves into P9. Hamilton coming round as well. P18. Still going to try and boost again. See if we can get Bottas. I think we can. Yes, we can. We're through. Just a couple of laps left. Tsunoda's got Magnussen now. Into P8. We're going to boost around this final corner. No one really pitting. Nobody. And here comes the opponents. He's in. So, lap 7. We've got hard tyres all going to be pitting this lap. Let's boost. See if we can gain an advantage on them. Means we won't be able to attack much on the last lap, but that's the risk I'm willing to take. As Tsunoda gets Stroll. So in they come. And we carry back round. And you can see Tsunoda's up to P number 4. And Hamilton's going to get a few places too. P9. So a lot better race in Hungary so far. Bit of safety car helping as well. And it looks like we're going to get some decent points to come home with. Let's keep hold of P4. Let's try and keep hold of P9 as well. 21 points again for Tsunoda, I think. And it's Hamilton the one that's just not catching up. But we will take an improved 16 to bring us home on 37 points. So, best we could do there, just not that easy following update 29. And let's see how many points and where that leaves us for Alfa Romeo and ourselves in the GP. So, 4 races done, 136 points. So pretty consistent across the board, 35, 32, 32 and 37 points. So if you've got this far, strategies will be out shortly for the weekend. Have a blast. We'll update opening round and final round like always. And fingers crossed you're with us through the whole weekend.